Have you ever felt like meeting a woman requires too much effort on your part? Always having to be the one to initiate conversations, plan dates, and make things happen? I used to think that way too. Like it was some kind of law of the universe that men had to do all the work. But then I discovered a different approach, a method that made women come to me instead of me constantly chasing after them. Interested? Then listen up. Today, I'm going to reveal 4 keys to making the woman you like come after you. These aren't gimmicks or tricks, they're about shifting the dynamic, about understanding what truly attracts women and using that to your advantage. It's about confidence, it's about intrigue, and it's about being the kind of man who doesn't just get the girl, but has the girl wondering how she got him. So if you're tired of feeling like you're always the one putting in all the effort, if you're ready to turn the tables and have women genuinely pursuing you, then get ready to take some notes. This is going to change the way you see dating forever. Let's get one thing straight from the start. Women want sex just as much as men do. It's a natural human desire, and it's not limited by gender. Shocking, right? But here's the catch, and it's a big one. They only want it with the right man. The man who can truly connect with them on multiple levels. Now, I'm not talking about looks here, or even money. Those things can be superficial and fleeting. I'm talking about something much deeper, something that gets hardwired into a woman's subconscious. It's about emotional and psychological connection. Think about it. Have you ever noticed how a woman can behave completely differently depending on who she's with? It's almost like she's a different person. If she's with a shy, needy guy who's constantly seeking her approval, she'll likely withdraw. Her walls will go up, and she'll be about as interested in sex as she is in watching paint dry. It's a natural defense mechanism. And then, you see her with a different guy. A guy who's confident, who radiates sexual energy, who's comfortable in his own skin. This man doesn't need to prove anything. He's not begging for her attention. He's engaging with her, challenging her, making her laugh. He's present in the moment. Suddenly she's different, she's playful, she's flirty, she's practically hanging off him. Her energy shifts completely. Why the drastic change? Because something in him, something in his energy, his demeanor, his very essence has flipped a switch in her. It's like a magnetic pull. He's shown her that he's not just any man, he's the right man. The man who understands her on a deeper level. See, women are incredibly intuitive creatures. They pick up on subtle cues and energies. They can sense desperation a mile away, and it's a major turn-off. Desperation signals insecurity and lack of self-worth. When a guy is too eager, too pushy, too desperate to be with them, it screams insecurity. And that's the last thing a woman wants in a partner. It makes her feel unsafe. But when a man is confident, when he's comfortable with himself and his sexuality, when he's genuinely interested in getting to know her as a person, it's intoxicating. It creates a safe space for her to open up. It shows her that he's not intimidated by her, that he's not afraid to be vulnerable, and that he sees her as an equal, not just a conquest. This builds trust and deeper connection. This doesn't mean you need to become some kind of alpha male caricature. Authenticity is key. It's about owning your masculinity, about being comfortable in your own skin, about knowing your worth and not being afraid to show it. It's about being real and genuine. It's about being the kind of man who walks into a room and doesn't need to chase attention because he commands it naturally. His presence speaks for itself. And trust me, when you embody that kind of energy, when you become that man, women will notice. They can't help but be drawn to you. And more importantly, they'll be drawn to you like moths to a flame. Because you've become the right man, the man who truly understands and connects with them. Okay, so you've got her attention, you've shown her you're not just another face in the crowd, that you're the kind of man who turns heads and makes hearts skip a beat. Now comes the tricky part, creating that irresistible pull, that magnetic force that makes her want to chase after you. The secret? Be amazing, be engaging, be everything you just learned in the previous chapter, and then disappear. I know, it sounds counterintuitive, but trust me on this. Think about it. What happens when you have something amazing in your life, something you cherish and adore, and then suddenly it's gone? You think about it constantly, right? You miss it, you crave it, you do almost anything to have it back. The same principle applies in dating. When you're constantly around, always available, always the one initiating contact, you become predictable, even a little boring. There's no mystery, no chase, no space for her to miss you. But when you give her space, when you're not always at her beck and call, it creates a void. She starts to wonder where you are, what you're doing, who you're with. And more importantly, she starts to miss the feeling you gave her, that feeling of excitement, of intrigue, of possibility. This is where the chase begins. Now, disappearing doesn't mean ghosting her completely. It simply means shifting the dynamic. If you've been the one constantly texting her first, hold back. Let her reach out to you. If you've been the one suggesting dates, give her some space to make a move. This might feel uncomfortable at first, especially if you're used to being the pursuer. but resist the urge to cave. Remember, you're not playing games, you're simply creating the space for her to pursue you. And trust me, when a woman feels that space, when she senses that you're not easily won, it only makes her want you more. This dynamic shift can be powerful. It's about balance. You're not disappearing to create anxiety, but to build anticipation. When she reaches out, respond warmly, but don't be overly eager. Let her feel that she's earning your attention. This way, she'll value the moments you share even more. It's about creating a rhythm, a dance of give and take. When done right, this approach can lead to a deeper, more meaningful connection. So be great with women, then disappear just enough to let her chase you. And watch as the magic unfolds. Chapter 3. Give her your contact, don't ask for hers. This next key plays into the whole making her chase you strategy. And it's a subtle shift in mindset that can make all the difference. It's about flipping the script on traditional dating norms and assuming a position of confidence and abundance. Instead of asking for her number, which can often feel like you're seeking validation or permission, offer yours instead. Think about the message this sends. When you confidently say, "Hey, it was great meeting you, shoot me a text sometime," and hand her your number, you're not putting pressure on her to reciprocate. You're not making her feel obligated to give you her information just because you offered yours. You're simply extending an invitation, a casual suggestion that she can take or leave. This subtle shift in approach speaks volumes about your confidence and your lack of neediness. You're not sitting there anxiously awaiting her response, hoping she'll reach out. You're offering her the opportunity to connect with you, and the ball is entirely in her court. This approach is particularly effective because it taps into a woman's natural desire to feel chosen. When you give her your number without demanding hers in return, you're essentially saying, "I think you're interesting enough that I'm willing to give you access to me, but I'm not going to chase you for it." It's a powerful message that communicates confidence, self-assurance, and a healthy dose of nonchalance. It also creates an air of mystery around you. She doesn't have the satisfaction of knowing you're eagerly awaiting her call. She's left wondering if you'll even remember her, which, paradoxically, can make her even more determined to get in touch. Chapter 4. Let her come to you and give her freedom. This final key is all about letting go of control and embracing the beauty of uncertainty. It's about understanding that sometimes the best way to attract someone is to simply let things unfold naturally. It's about understanding that true attraction can't be forced. It has to be cultivated organically. Just like a plant needs time to grow, so does a genuine connection between two people. You've planted the seed, you've sparked her interest. Now it's time to step back and let nature take its course. Give her the space to think about you, to miss you, and to want to be with you. One of the biggest mistakes men make when trying to get a woman to chase them is trying to micromanage the process. They think that by constantly being in touch, they can keep her interest alive. They send endless text messages, bombard her with calls, and generally suffocate her with attention. This overwhelming behavior can be counterproductive and often leads to the opposite of the desired effect. But here's the thing, chasing after someone who's not chasing you back is a recipe for disaster. It creates an imbalance in the relationship dynamic and can make you appear desperate. It reeks of desperation, it's unattractive, and it ultimately pushes the very person you're trying to attract further away. Desperation is a major turn-off and can make her question your self-worth. Instead of trying to force the connection, give her the freedom to come to you. Focus on your own life and let her see that you are content and fulfilled on your own. Let her feel your absence, let her miss your presence, and let her initiate contact when she's ready. This will make her realize your value and the unique space you occupy in her life. This doesn't mean you should completely ignore her or play hard to get. It's about finding a balance where you are available but not overbearing. It simply means shifting your focus from trying to control the situation to creating a life so compelling, so fulfilling, so damn attractive that she can't help but want to be a part of it. When you are genuinely happy and engaged in your own life, it shows. Pursue your passions, spend time with friends, invest in your personal growth. These activities not only enrich your life but also make you more interesting and attractive. Make your life a magnet, not a cage. A life that is vibrant and full of joy naturally attracts others to you. When you're living a life you love, you radiate an energy that is irresistible to women. Your confidence and contentment become your most attractive qualities. You become a man of substance, a man of value, a man worth chasing. Women are drawn to men who have a strong sense of self and purpose. And here's the beautiful irony. When you stop chasing, when you let go of the need to control the outcome, you become infinitely more attractive. Your relaxed demeanor and self-assuredness make you stand out. You project an air of confidence, of self-assurance, of a man who knows his worth. This is incredibly appealing and makes women want to be around you. So go out there and live your life to the fullest. Embrace every moment and make the most of your time. Embrace your passions, nurture your friendships, and become the best version of yourself. This journey of self-improvement will not only benefit you, but also make you more attractive to others. And trust me, when you do, the right woman will not only notice, she'll do everything in her power to get your attention. She will see the value in you and will be drawn to your positive energy and confidence. Utro become the man women chase. In summary, from today on, you can let women come to you. Remember, a truly attractive man doesn't have to convince women to be with him. He knows they're already interested, but only in the right man. So when you're with a woman, show her who you are, show her your best self, and let your confidence shine through. Once you've made that connection, don't be afraid to pull back a bit. Give her some space to miss you, to wonder about you, to crave your presence. Let her feel that magnetic void, that pull that makes her want to reach out and close the gap. And when you do give her your contact information, do it with confidence and without expectation. Extend the invitation subtly, hinting at the fun she'll have without explicitly stating it. Then step back and let her make the next move. Remember, you're not waiting for her call. You're out there living your life, enjoying every moment and becoming the best version of yourself. If she reaches out, fantastic. If not, that's okay too. The most important thing is the life you're building, the man you're becoming. And trust me, when you focus on that, the right women will come into your life effortlessly. Now go out there and make it happen.